Hello, my friends. I'm Svetlana, and today's story, The Incredible Scream, is devoted to World Speech Day 2021, Johar Bahru. Years ago, when I watched superhero movies, one character, the Incredible Hulk, was stuck on my mind. There was something in common between me and the Incredible Hulk. That was very unlikely because I am a small woman, only 110 pounds, 5'4" almost. And yet, I was the Incredible Hulk, and he was me. And then I had an epiphany. The incredible scream. I had the incredible scream. My scream stopped car accidents from happening, vases from breaking into pieces. My scream saved lives, stopped robberies, and even stole a show from a Hollywood star. I will tell you three real life stories. I will not reproduce my scream, but I will illustrate the effect of that scream. Years ago, when I was working at a university, I was a teacher, and I was working on a course paper in a classroom with my student. Four guys came in and asked us to leave the classroom. I said, "This is a university, and whatever you want to do, you can do it outside." And they said, "Okay, okay, just keep quiet." So we continued working with my student, and there was a noise behind us. That noise was growing and growing. And at some point, I stopped hearing my own voice. I turned around and I saw four guys were beating one guy against the wall. And then they started banging his head on the desk. And the sound of that was unbearable. So I blocked my ears and I screamed. One of the guys came up to me and said, "Are you crazy? Stop screaming." And I said, "No, you stop that sound of that head being banged on the desk because that is unbearable." And they all left. The guy who was beaten was green. I've never seen a green man before or after that. And my teacher said, "Svetlana, don't be sorry for that guy. He's a teacher from another faculty. He was extorting bribes, so that beating was well deserved." I said, "No, you haven't heard the sound of that beating. Nobody deserves that kind of treatment." So I saved his life. Many years ago, when I was walking on a beautiful Sunday morning in summer, I was in my hometown of Samarkand. I was passing by a department store. Fountains were on, and it was so peaceful and beautiful and nice. And suddenly, a teenager ripped purse from my hand and ran away. He was running as fast as wind with my passport, my money, and my bills, and I could do nothing about it. So I screamed. The next thing that happened, he dropped the purse. I went up and picked up my purse. I stopped the robbery. You don't know, but I'm afraid of horror movies. And when I'm watching horror movies at home, I wrap up myself in blankets and I leave my eyes open. And if I'm scared, if I'm not fallen asleep, if I'm scared, I scream. Because if I'm scared, I'll make sure I'm not the only one. So with my children, we were watching Minority Report in a cinema theater. So at the very beginning of that movie, Tom Cruise bends over the swimming pool and it's very quiet. And suddenly, hand springs out of the swimming pool. And I screamed. The whole audience laughed. Until the end of the movie, they were trolling me, they were laughing and whistling and clapping their hands. So I stole the show from a Hollywood star. My dear friends, if you have a superpower, it might be a laugh or a sneeze or maybe even a fart. Don't waste it. Use it for the improvement of the humanity.